Hey guys, welcome back. Wanted to show you our newest purchase. This is our new sprayer. It's new to us, definitely not new. Top air sprayer. We're pretty excited about it. We're going to be doing a lot of retrofitting on this machine because we're going to outfit it to be able to spray sweet corn. So we got to make it so the booms lift 2 feet higher than they currently do, 2.5 feet higher. We've been using our neighbor's sprayer and the sprayer from work to be able to spray sweet corn, but we decided it's time that we just have our own and not be always at someone else's mercy. So we bought this on auction. This is the first, it just got here like an hour ago. This is the first time I've even been around it. So we didn't go look at it. Talked to the guy that had it before. He was retiring. Looks like a super solid machine. It's got some flow control, some section control. Tank looks pretty clean. It's got foam markers on it, and we're going to take that off. We're not going to use that. Don't think we're going to need that for what we need. The booms on this fold up like that, and we're going to change that so they fold in this way instead. But yeah, I don't know what we're going to do. Might just raise this up a couple more feet. It actually lifts a fair amount itself. Or we might add another lift, so you got kind of a double action going on, so we can still spray down low, because we're going to use it for everything else too. Onions, potatoes, small grains, whatever we need to spray. And show you what we have been using. Obviously not for sweet corn. This new top air's got 60-foot booms on it right now, and we're gonna extend those out to 90 feet so that we can reach over our entire block on our sweet corn, so we can just drive down the drive rows, not go through the corn, and be able to reach across the whole block, well, halfway across each side. They're 90-foot blocks. So this sprayer we've been using is a 150-gallon little 3-point hitch sprayer right here. She's a beauty. Old Faithful. This is one that Grandpa bought. Oh, I don't know. Probably 45 years ago. So she's old. She's done a lot of good work. We've done some updates too here. Changed out nozzle bodies to the drip protection and the quick change. We've extended the booms a smidgen. They're a whole whopping 30 feet now. Big old booms, yeah. Obviously we had to change that out a couple times over its life. We extended the 3-point hitch to fit the bigger tractors. Put a much bigger pump on it so we can get a lot more throughput. Sometimes on some of this weed control and onions, you're putting down 50 gallons to 60 gallons to the acre. So needed bigger nozzles and a bigger pump. Sun's bright. It's a nice, snowed last night, so it's nice and bright on the new snow. But this new sprayer has an 850-gallon tank, 900-gallon tank. I think it's an 850. So significantly bigger than the 150-gallon. So when we're out spraying onions, it's going to be really nice to be doing 90 feet at a time instead of 30, and to have 900 gallons of water instead of 150 gallons. That's just going to speed things up a lot. So anyway, do some videos of you taking this part, the sprayer part, and the redo on that. But we're excited to take you along with us. Just want to show you what we've been up to. Got some of this done before without running the camera because I'm just recording with a phone. That's all I got. So anyway, just had a minute this morning to work on it. So I got these rams off, hydraulics, took all those filters off there. It's kind of been the struggle bus morning. Good thing the camera wasn't rolling. You had a good laugh, I'm sure, at my struggles. So now the plan is to take this whole unit off. Mast here, these hydraulics, all of this is going to come off. We're going to extend this mounting plate right here. We're going to take this off, we're going to extend this plate down, and then reattach it so that we're actually going to be running with the booms all the way down. They'll be sitting up here so that we can get the height that we need for spraying sweet corn, because we got to be like 6.5 feet off the ground to be able to spray sweet corn. So what we're doing, spraying for corn earworms. And you got to do that when the corn's the full height. So when it's all the way up, tasseled, Got silk on the cob. That's what we're spraying for the corn earworms, so we can keep the bugs out of the corn, because nobody likes bugs in their corn. Even though we tell them that it's free protein, we don't charge for bugs, nobody buys it. I can't blame them. I don't like bugs in my corn either. So thankfully for the technology we have nowadays, we can keep the bugs out of your corn, so you don't have to worry about bugs in your corn. So that's the plan for this morning. Get the forklift in here somehow and hang on to that while we take this apart. And yeah, so hopefully the struggle bus is left. Otherwise you're going to get some probably very comical footage. These bolts in here are super rusty, so it's a good thing we're going to fast lap that, because that was really slow bolt turning, especially in the day and age when we're used to using impacts and spinning things off pretty fast. So yeah, as you can see, that one is rusty enough it broke. So I'm just going to torch the rest of that one off. That one, if you can see it right down in there, also they're very hard to get to. Can't use anything but an end wrench. But yeah, we're just going to torch that off because it's all rusty, very stiff. And then this will be free. Those already loose, it's just holding it there for now. And we'll take that whole assembly off and extend those down and put it back on. Mess we have here, but this is our boneyard. So we got all kinds of fun stuff back in here. There's a wrecked potato digger, 4-row Lockwood digger. Took part of that out for our sizing line. We've got all kinds of stuff. Anyway, we're after this piece of 4x4 steel right here. It was frozen down in there, and it was quite the tug of war to get it out, but we got it. So I thought I'd kind of show you. It's kind of fun. Getting this out, even though, like I said, I'm embarrassed for the weeds, but this is what it is. That's one of our willow movers that got destroyed in a little over 100-mile-an-hour wind a few years ago that we haven't got put back together yet. Yeah, all the joys of farming and all the joys of weeds, all that kind of good stuff. Boy, they're stout weeds too. And they grew very well. We did a good job of growing these weeds. Get the light here so you can see the world I'm doing. So I'm just going to get a chain there on the end of that. Come up here, these pallet forks, and just kind of sling it and take it back to the shed so we can chop off the part we need. It's kind of dark, so it's hard to see. So I'll tell you what, doing things one hand is a lot harder than it looks. Okay, here we go. One side down. Holy cow, I just swallowed a weed seed. Other side to go here. Any weeds. If anybody needs some weeds, not weed, weeds. Oh, yeah, that weed seed's killing me. We've got some, we'll sell them to you. We'll make you a deal. you won't be able to pass up. There's our piece right there. Okay. Building to handle all of our potatoes and onions in the winter, and corn and everything else in the summertime, watermelons, pumpkins. But as you can see, kind of outgrown it. It definitely gets snuggly in here already. It's amazing how fast that happens. All right, back to work. Here we go. I think we've protected our tank well enough with our cardboard shield. I'll set that outside so in case she decides to go up in flames, she's not flaming in here. So yeah, there we go. That's where the boom will mount, is right there. That'll give us a lot. This doubles our thickness there for our extra weight that we're adding. So this is what I've been up to while I haven't been able to film, which I've only been able to work on it a couple hours in the last couple days, if even that. So this part here is original. We have added all of this here, that piece there. We found that this was deflecting just a little bit. There's about 1/8 of an inch of bow in that. And so we decided that, especially we're increasing the weight, we're going to have to add some support. So that's where that came in. These are our new mounting plates. Got those drilled, cut, hopefully on in the right spot. Both of them, we're ready to dry fit this. As soon as we get the other side fixed there, they'll set it up there, make sure it's good, and then we'll finish weld in here, the underside, along the edges of this. This 2x2, pretty heavy stuff. That's our standoff so that the U-bolts can come through and we can bolt them on. So that'll give us our extra 2 foot of lift up here. I still need to add some reinforcement right here. We're going to beef that up a little bit where we're adding more weight. And then I think at that point we'll probably put it back on the sprayer and then work on extending this. So we've got to cut these pivot points off, extend this out, put a different pivot point that will let the booms fold this direction, and then this will actually go onto that pivot point for our tip control, which will then tie in. Well, we're going to cut all this off here. That'll all get cut off and then extended a couple feet, and then add another boom section back the other way, run that way, and then that's where that part right, well, it's kind of hard to point with here. It's like pointing underwater. And right there and there will go together on that end, and then this whole boom section will go on that side of the sprayer. So yeah, we got a lot of work to do still. I'm gonna take this whole weird spring assembly. I don't understand. Braden and I scratched our heads over this. So did Evan. Why there's a spring there? I don't know, because everything's solid. At first I thought, well, maybe it pivots down there just a little bit, but no, it seems to be pretty solid. So I don't know, it's going away. So we're gonna build in, come out here, come down, and then put some cross pieces in here, build the next section.